Hello guys, good afternoon or good morning. Welcome back to TaxSmart Cafe, and we're excited to have had Mangalino here with us. Yay! Tad is a peak performance coach. He's a writer, a podcaster, and a speaker. So we're really glad to have Tad here with us.
Hey, thanks for the invite, guys. This is good.
Thanks
Yeah.
for coming.
Thanks, man.
You said there's gonna be food, so
It's TaxSmart Cafe.
Yes,
food will be served later.
that's good. That's good. You guys been well? Been good?
Yes.
Really
I
great.
don't know about you, but
Yeah,
I feel alive.
Yeah, that's good. I'm really loving the episodes, guys. It's good.
Really?
This is really good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure people are watching as well,
Yeah.
enjoying the content as well. Yeah. That's
Wait,
good.
I'm distracted with the dogs.
No, that's all right. We'll keep rolling.
Yeah, that's fine. It's part of the life, you know.
Yeah.
Mark,
That's all right.
Mark
So we
is
are
doing work
actually-
from home
Yeah.
since lockdown.
Exactly.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
recording in real time, real life
exactly.
situation.
Yeah. It happens. Yeah.
But how about we introduce ourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
So again, I'm Jen,
I'm Odwin, and
I'm-
I'm Ace.
and I'm Roselle.
and we're TaxSmart Cafe Casey,
Casey.
and a disclaimer.
Anything financial that we will be talking about in this podcast, I would just general advice.
Yes,
Consult your expert. Always speak to your accountant or financial advisor.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, Tad.
Yes.
So, so you're a peak performance coach.
That's correct. Yes.
Now, I was just wondering, what does a peak performance coach do?
So I started off as a personal trainer back in 96, 97, right? And what happened was I was working one-on-one with people, helping them lose weight, trying to get them to fit in their pants or get ready for their daughter's wedding or make them look good for the summer, right?
Yeah.
And what I noticed that what I noticed that the people who had a different type of mindset, different type of discipline, and doing different things, all right, working and doing the many things that matter, were getting the results. And at the same time, I was in my own personal journey and reading these books, doing courses and things like that, and I was applying them to the clients. And I realized that it's all in your mind. The result is already there, but you got to do the little work to make it happen into fruition. And so my job as a peak performance coach is to help people to reach that level or take it to the next level. And I work mainly with athletes and business owners as well to do that. Yeah.
So how? Because now I've seen a lot of businesses or big corporates wherein they would really integrate a peak performance coach
Yes.
like you, and really have sessions with the employers, with the CEOs and all that, to help really boost the performance of a company. So how specific? As an example, how would you help businesses?
Yeah. Well, first of all, businesses that do that actually, they're investing not only in the people, but also investing in their business. You might not see the return now, but maybe not next quarter, but within the next 2-3 years, then you'll see, because the people who are doing these courses, getting an outside, a third party to do these consulting work will actually help them in the long run. And so my belief in that is as we all invest in ourselves, it's good for the companies to invest in that, bring someone in to do it. And what I've seen, the people that I've worked with, the companies I've worked with, there's a slow growth. Even during COVID, there was a bit of a growth because they invested in their people and got them over the line.
That's very good. Because
Did I answer the question?
Yeah, it
You
did.
did?
Yeah, because I was just, because I love reading books of
Yeah.
John Maxwell.
Oh, he's
he
great.
talks a lot about leadership and all that. So,
Attitude.
I'm assuming, if there's a really good culture, a
exactly.
healthy culture in a company, then that could really help boost the morale
Yeah.
of
Well,
the
you
employees.
know, fish, the fish rots from the head down, right?
Oh,
So if
Mm.
the head of the
That's right.
company is not right,
Yeah.
man,
They're gonna stem down too.
it's
Yeah.
gonna stink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
so
Yeah.
that's like from the top all the way.
Yeah, all the way down,
Yeah.
and so what happens is if a company doesn't do that, it will affect them later on. Next thing you know, the business closes down. People will leave. And,
Mm.
And you've mentioned about mindset.
yes,
How does having a good mindset, or how does our mindset affects the result,
Yeah.
the result of of our work or our businesses or the success?
okay,
even.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, people watching, to be honest, mindset is important, but you need to have the skill as well.
Mm.
So if I'm motivated and I'm I'm really good, I'm happy, I'm reading the books, affirmation, doing this, and I don't have the skill. For example, flying a plane,
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
it's not gonna work, right?
Yeah.
So mindset does help,
Mhm.
but you need. I think the ratio would be 80% mindset and 20% skill. It does help because when you get to certain situations in your work and you work in healthcare and
Mm.
things
Yeah.
and you get too busy and overwhelming and if you're feeling defeated, then the whole day is gone, right? And so if you've got the right mindset, you're actually taking better care of your patient and getting your work done, all your tasks done.
Yeah.
So it does affect you a lot, the mindset. It is
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And what's the most fulfilling part of your job,
Oh,
of your business?
yeah. Well, that's a good one. A few years ago, where was I? I think I was at a cafe or at Aldi shopping, something like that. And then someone came up to me and said, "Hey, I remember our session 4 years ago,
Wow.
Wow.
and I'm still doing the stuff that we're doing." And you know
Nice.
what? I found out that he's running a business and he's doing other things, and
Nice.
his family's up
Yeah.
together, and he's done the trip that he wanted to do.
Well, that's
So
Mm.
it's good. And so I know you're watching, dude. so keep it up. And so that's that stuff, that thing, the
The
little
value.
things, the values that it's affected him, and obviously it's going to affect his kids and
Down
Like
the
a
line.
long-lasting
down the
impact. man.
yeah, exactly. And that's what that makes me, go out there and talk to people.
Mm.
Yeah.
Change someone.
Because what we're doing now all matters, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Everything.
absolutely.
Otherwise,
Even
you won't be doing it.
exactly. Not even if you're an employee,
Mm.
everything matters. If you're in sales and you don't sell, the people from finance and stuff won't get paid because nothing's coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So every bit counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think even in
Yeah,
the family, this really applies. Now that we're going to have, our kids soon, we're thinking like, this is really something that we can apply even in our family. And
Yes,
I think it starts
Yeah.
in the family and then goes out to the businesses.
Yeah.
In relationships.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's really true.
Exactly. The stuff that I teach and what we've been working on and stuff is cross-contextually. You can take it into
Correct,
business, you can take it to the Olympics, you can take it to your kids. I mean, my kids are 11 and 9. Yes. No, he's 8. He's turning 9 next month. So they're already doing all this stuff, visualization,
Yeah.
goal setting, and
that's
things like
nice.
values.
Amazing.
And my daughter, when she was 5 years old, I was cleaning her room and I saw post-it notes on the wall, and I'm like thinking, that's her values, like
Wow.
and her affirmations. I'm thinking, wow, I wish I knew that when I was 5 years old. And so it affects how she is and how self-esteem and choosing friends and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does help. So
Yeah.
we'll
Probably,
talk.
probably
We'll talk.
less mistake. Probably less mistake than what we do.
Well, that's our job, right? That's our job. I mean, even as you're professionals, you want to help people and mentor them and
Yeah.
Mm.
lead them to the right path.
Correct. Yeah.
No,
So,
sorry.
so what do you like? Just came into my mind. So let's say you're mentoring businesses, right, and
Yes.
business leaders, and you're mentoring a CEO, let's say,
Yeah.
or a director who's already at peak
Yeah.
and still doing well, but still looking for a coach.
Yeah.
What are those things that you can help them? Like
Exactly.
how do you provide services to people who are already there, but needing coaching still?
That's a good question because even Tiger Woods has a coach.
Correct. Yeah,
so
that's
he's got
why. Yeah.
a coach in putting and strength and conditioning, as also in driving. And so my role is to not be the answer, not to be the certain, the one pill that will
Fix everything. Huh?
fix everything. No, I'm not that. I'm in there to work certain parts of their business.
Right.
Oh.
So I go in and I don't take any client. I don't take every client
Yeah.
because sometimes they don't need me,
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
and I don't want to. I feel guilty taking people's money if they don't need you, And so I say,
That's
okay,
right.
well that bit there, I know someone that can help you with that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And the problem is with CEOs. Sometimes when we approach businesses and stuff, oh, he's a CEO,
That's right. Yeah.
So
It's just
Yeah,
they say what they want to do,
exactly.
and someone will do it for them.
Exactly, it's a title, right? And
Yeah.
so what happens is they sometimes the business leaders, they just need someone to bounce ideas off with and things like that. And so what my go in there is give them the experiences I've had with athletes and other things and apply it to their business.
So I remember Michael Jordan, right? He's one of the best players, but during his early stage,
Yes.
he's doing everything.
Yes,
And then one coach told him,
Yeah.
"You're not gonna win like that."
that's right.
Right?
Yes.
So he changed from 60 points. He went down to 30 average.
Exactly.
It's because
yeah.
he's not doing everything.
Yeah, that is so true. And what Michael Jordan is a great example, right?
Correct.
Because he got cut in his high school team, right? So he didn't make the high school team, and he worked hard and make sure that he knows how to dribble on the left side as well as the right.
Yes.
He worked on his game. But what Michael Jordan did is a great example because he was scoring the 60, 40 points a game.
Yeah.
He wasn't winning. And so what the organization did was they put people around him. That
I would say they were winning, but not winning the
winning
title.
the championship. Yeah, the
championship.
championship. So,
Right.
so what happened is this is for people who are in business. You can approach this in this way. So you can, if for example your business is lacking sales, you can bring someone who's good in sales or someone who's good at logistics or something like that. So you bring a specialist in that thing, and which they did.
Yes.
Or, John Pat or Steve Kerr and all these other
That's
things.
right,
Rodman, and they ended up winning 72 games.
Yeah,
But the other thing too is Jordan worked on himself.
that's right.
Because he hired someone by the name of Tim Grover. He's a personal trainer, and he wrote like a jumping program back in the day. And Jordan hired him to train him to get his body built because he was getting beaten up by Detroit and all this.
Rodman.
Yeah, Rodman, and they became teammates. So what he did was he got him, and actually that guy is an inspiration, Tim Grover, because he was sort of like he did what I was doing back in the 90s, because working on the mindset side of things, he made great results, and now Jordan, he's
Yeah.
a
It's a
legend.
legend. Yeah.
So he just
Absolutely.
surrounded
One of
himself
the
with the right thing, and so Jordan had coaches.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
even the
there you go.
greatest.
Even the greats, yeah.
So I love it. I love how it's all intertwined, not just the business side,
Yeah.
but the sports. You sort of like combine everything, and it becomes this massive.
Yeah, exactly. No, that is so true.
Like it's just building up and building up, like the way you. Yeah, I love how you explained it.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I always find examples in things. You hear me talk, right? I always find use examples from music lyrics or inspirations everywhere.
Yeah.
And so I look at sports because sports is
It's
always
always.
it's a battle. Business, it's a battle. Relationships is a battle. It's a song. It's about a battle. So,
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, I remember during one of the masterclass, the business one. You had the talk a month ago or so. You talked about like the business owners or the leaders being warriors. Can you touch on that a bit?
Oh, yeah,
Because I
yeah.
wanted you to
We
explain
are
to
warriors,
them. Yeah,
because every day you go out there trying to drum up business.
yeah, I love that one.
Drumming up business and trying to get more people, more eyes on your site and all these things. You're actually battling not just other businesses. And now with the internet, you're battling people from overseas and in different markets. You're actually battling yourself as well. Because sometimes we wake up and we doubt ourselves.
Yeah,
am I good enough
absolutely.
to do this?
Yeah.
Is it, should I have quit my 9-to-5 job? Is extra,
It happens every
income?
morning.
Probably happens, especially Monday morning.
Yeah, and so you go in and put in the shield, and you just get battle ready, and you're about to enter the arena. pick up the
Mm.
phone call and start ringing
Oh.
people. So
Yeah.
That's not calling in sick.
that's what it is. Yeah. And so yeah, you are a warrior because it is you're actually battling people out there, and you're trying to get you want to be the last man standing, or last woman standing.
Man, I love that analogy.
It's like watch Gladiator, you know. It's
Exactly.
like that. That's what Maximus. That's what we all are in entrepreneurs. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
we're all humans and we all
Yes.
have bad days. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
Now, how do you face a client if you have a really, not a good day?
Yeah. Oh wow.
How do you set your mind to?
Well, I
you
do
know,
this
to their business
routine
coach?
thing, and
Mm.
I think you guys have seen this, where I use a lot of anchoring.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot of
what we
anchoring.
mentioned.
Yeah, a lot of anchoring, and so I'll get myself into a state where, game on,
Mhm.
game on. So because you want to go out there when you're presenting to a client, when you're seeing people, you want to be your best of the best.
Mm.
You can't be, you can't be half, right?
Yeah.
You have to
Right.
be. You have to make sure because you only get one chance.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
Eminem said, right? You only
Yeah.
get one shot, so don't miss that opportunity.
Mm.
You're not going to get a second bite of the apple. So
Mm.
you train. I train myself, and and we're working on that, right? So
Mm.
you train yourself to be at the peak, at the best, at the right time.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, and there are days, man. I tell you, there are days when I go, oh man,
Ah,
I need to get up
Yes.
because
Correct.
my kids like to eat. They want to eat, and I don't like it when my kids are hungry. So you got to go out there and
correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
produce.
I love it how you're just actually human. Thank you for
That's the
proving
one
that
check.
to us.
Yeah, we all have bad days,
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people just hide it better than others.
Yeah.
Are more trained.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wow.
I heard you say during one of your talks,
Yep.
Tad, in life we don't get what we want, we get what we expect. What do you mean by that?
Okay, so that's like one of the words I live by. So
Mm.
what we as humans, we always want things, right?
Mhm.
And so what we need to do is we need to expect. If you expect something good that will happen to you, it will happen to you. Because
Right.
I had this talk with you right before one of the talks that I had.
Yeah.
When I say to you, don't think of a blue tree.
You're
You
right.
think of a blue tree, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you're expecting. It's in your mind. You're expecting to see a blue tree.
Yeah.
And so what it is in life you're expecting. If you're expecting life is a dread or life is something good to good to live by,
Mhm.
you will get that. So if you're in your mind thinking, yeah, this is it, this is the best of my life,
Mm.
you will get that.
Mm.
But if you're saying, oh, this is it, I'm only got 3 square meals a day, whatever, that mindset again, go back
Yeah.
to
It goes
mindset.
back.
You actually attract it.
Yeah.
You actually
Correct.
attract
Yeah.
it.
So you should attract
That's so
positive
true.
stuff.
Positive and expect.
Positive.
And the thing about expecting is that you should expect more of yourself, demand more of yourself. And so what happens is if you put yourself in the next level, perform at a higher level, you'll attract better opportunities,
Correct. Yeah.
better scenarios in your life where you can actually take advantage of it.
I love it.
I remember when we had Jack Delois's.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jack is
Yeah,
great.
that
Yeah.
you
Cause
live
and
at
effect.
cause and not
Yeah,
at effect. So
Exactly,
it's
because
really-
there is cause and effect.
Mm.
Yeah. Exactly.
And again, it's hard to sort of expect good things from yourself if you also have limiting beliefs,
Yes.
Mm.
right? So
So what is your limiting?
What-
I'll be
I mean,
honest.
because you always talk about this before.
The reason why I talk a lot about limiting beliefs is I had a lot of my own limiting beliefs.
No way.
Oh, man, I'm telling you now.
Man.
Yeah, I'll tell you now. There's a lot of limiting
Even
beliefs.
now?
Well, I'm still working on it. I'm human. The thing about the limiting beliefs is the problem with that is sometimes it's not our own limiting beliefs. It's someone else's limiting belief that gets passed down to
That's
you.
correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
manifestation.
Especially being Filipino, it's someone's culture. It's our culture, and someone from your relative, some relative will say, "Oh, si ano ganyan ganyan," and you're not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Comparison.
Their own comparison
Yes.
is they're comparing you to
mentality.
someone that mentality, you
Yeah.
actually grow up with that. So I was in my whole life, I was saying I wasn't smart enough. You know,
Yeah.
my sisters were smarter than me.
Yeah.
You'll never, you know, why are you going to go for university when you're not going to even pass? And
Yeah.
so all my whole life, I was like,
Yeah.
man, I must be dumb.
Mm.
I wasn't good at math. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
And so I
Yeah.
grew up thinking, I'm not good at math. Oh, what? You know, I wasn't
Yeah.
do this. You know, you'll only get by because you're charming.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
What's-
told that. You know, I was like,
What's wrong with that though?
Yeah,
Nothing.
but the thing was, I was going in, and so when I went to school, by the way, Nazareth represent.
Represent. Represent.
Yeah, and so what happened was, I would go into math class and I'll just tune out because back in my mind I'm thinking I'm not going to
Not
pass
gonna
this.
Yeah, but I have the
Yeah.
charm.
Yeah, I have the charm. Yeah, I have the charm to get a
Do the
C.
maths now.
Yeah, and so what happened was, and so I didn't do well in my year 12, and so I didn't go to university. That's why I became a personal trainer and started working. But
Wow.
later on, I was reading books and things.
Yeah.
I think business is interesting,
Yeah.
and I was running a business at the time. I needed to learn more about business, and so
Mm.
in my 30s, I went back to university and got my degree.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then when I'm thinking, man, I'm not that dumb. Well, you know, like,
Yeah.
there's just ways and processes,
Yeah.
you know, that you can do. There's a step 1, there's a step 2,
Yeah.
there's a step 3. But I would see step 5, but not do step 1 and 2,
Mm.
3 and 4.
Yes.
And so
yes.
that's what I was doing. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
folks, you know, limiting beliefs, it's passed down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always working on my limiting beliefs because sometimes you just decide that you have a limiting
Yeah.
belief. It's actually not true.